A dear friend of mine last night reminded me of the power of your path. And what I mean by that is your fated life versus your destiny life. And I truly believe that before we ever come to earth, whatever you want to call it, when you're born, I believe that your soul travels around and that it goes to wherever it's going before it gets here or even after it's here, right? And you choose the moments, the big moments that you're going to experience in this earthly existence. That's what I believe. And then you get here and you forget all of that. And so you're on this fated life where it turns into destiny when you say yes. And how do you know whether it's fated, whether it's destiny? Well, how I've come to find out whether it's destiny or fate is in those crossroad moments where you have to make a choice. You see a lot of choice in front of you, or maybe it's only two choices in front of you. And you have the path that you can see clearly, that you know what will happen if you stay on it, somewhat to some degree. And then you have the path that might be less traveled, might be a little out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's not out of your comfort zone, but you just don't really know what happens. And it's in those moments where you're really tested, where you ask yourself, do I trust myself enough to make this decision? Can I trust that I know what's right for me? And that might be different than what anyone else is doing. That might not agree with everyone around me. But can I make that choice? Can I choose my destiny life? Or do I stay on my fated life? And so you have these moments, and I know everyone has gone through it in some way or another. If you want an example, in my personal life many years ago, choosing what college to go to, and that might be trivial for some of us, but choosing where I was going to live for the next however long, what major I was going to choose, all of those things, that is the fated life and the destiny life right in front of you. Because you're basically choosing your path for the next however long in your life. And of course, I chose the one that was best for me, the one that everyone kept telling me not to do, or that they didn't agree with, and it got me to here in this moment. And because of those experiences, it shifted from a fated life into a destiny life. And why do I say that? Well, I wouldn't be creating medicine of the soul if I hadn't gone through all of the poo piles of inner work, and also some of the greatest moments of inner work in my life if it wasn't for the path that I chose. And of course, there's that other side of it where would I be in the same position now if I chose the path that was, in a sense, better or maybe easier than what I chose? Can't say that. Maybe. But I chose what I chose. And I don't regret it. I don't regret anything that I've done. Do I wish I did things differently sometimes? Yeah, of course. But I didn't sign up for things to be easy, obviously. Yes, there are a lot of things that are easy, and there are a lot of things that aren't. And that's life, right? And why I'm talking about this is because remind yourself as many times as it takes that you're in this moment right watching this video because you needed something to change and you're ready for it. And it's scary because you know what? Not many people choose. Not many people choose to change. And they might say they want to change, but do their actions align with what they're saying? Words are just words a lot of times. They're empty. And you can argue with me all day, but let's be real. Let's be real, my loves. We all say things and then we don't follow through on the word. It is what it is, and that's okay. But where I'm going with this is that this is your reminder to look back on the year and maybe a few years and really see your fated life and where you've chosen a destiny life. What are those key moments and how did you get through it and what was the result of it? Take stock. It's time. It's time to see how far you've come on the journey. It's time to recognize you did it. You're doing it. And you can either stay in whatever this is for you or you choose different. And it's okay to choose different as long as it's coming from a soul-led, heart-led space. Then it's okay to be different, to choose different. It's okay to let go of people, places, and things if it's in the betterment of you. And so, with the lovely Christmas coming along, I know holidays can be hard, especially if we've lost loved ones. What I'm trying to say is that it's okay. It's okay to be a little down. It's okay to not be merry. But to remind yourself that you are exactly where you're meant to be. You're here watching this because you want to change and that you will. And that's it.